Walking through the parties in Barcelona. Street fairs. Welcome to Punch Travel Channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss nationality versus colorism in Spain. What really shapes how you're treated there? This video was inspired by a panel discussion from BMT Live I was a part of a few months ago. It was a really cool and informative discussion. I'll put a link in the description. So this video is about my opinions and my experience as a Black man visiting from America in Spain, particularly in Barcelona. It's about my observations there. Hope you enjoy and learn something from it. Why did I want to visit Spain in the first place? I visited Spain 3 times, and I visited Barcelona 3 times. I visited Valencia. I visited Andalusia, so the cities of Malaga, Cordoba, Granada. I even visited Ibiza, real briefly, Ibiza, and Barcelona, as they pronounce them, in Valencia. So why did I visit Spain at all? And I wanted to visit it for a long time. So I grew up in Brooklyn, and a lot of my neighbors speak Spanish. K through 12, I learned Spanish in school. I went to college. I believe I had to pick a foreign language, and so the easy and logical choice for me was Spanish, because my neighborhood in Brooklyn, there's a lot of Spanish speakers. And while I was learning about the country of Spain, I was fascinated by, it has a lot of artists and the matadors, seen pictures of Mediterranean women, the sculptures such as Gat de Botero. And also, I was a big basketball fan at the time, and the US Olympic Dream Team, they went to Barcelona in 1996. And it was just fascinating, this idea of, they seemed very welcomed in Barcelona. Like Patrick Ewing was my favorite player, Michael Jordan, you had Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all of these players in Barcelona. And it just struck me like, oh, it looks like a real fascinating place. And as I got a little bit older, went to college, learned some more, I wanted to see for myself. I had learned that the Moors had conquered Spain, and that seemed like such a hidden topic in the United States that just wasn't talked about much when I went to school. The influence of Islam, or, okay, people with darker skin actually conquering parts of Europe. That just seemed like it was not talked about. So I wanted to see it for myself in Spain. I like to, I like hands-on experience with things. So in 2022, it was my first time visiting Spain. I went 2022, 2023, 2024. And what was my first impression when I went to Spain, when I went to Barcelona and Valencia? My first impression was there were a lot of tall, slim, pretty women. And that just struck me. They were most of the people in Barcelona are European. So they're right there. There's a lot of German, a lot of English, a lot of Dutch. And Barcelona just has lots and lots and lots of tourists. But it was a friendly vibe. Barcelona seemed kind of like it was a vacation spot and kind of a party city, very welcoming. Yeah.
What's your channel?
Punch Travel. Punch Travel.
Punch Travel?
Yeah.
What was on there? XOA on there?
Yeah, man. Where y'all from?
England.
All right. Manchester?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Where are you from?
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Because it has so many people traveling in Barcelona, a person from the US, they can't really flex that they have a passport. It's like, oh, there's nothing special there, because just about everybody has a passport and uses it. It's just, people don't really care about passport there. And I went to different restaurants, spoke with many different vendors, merchants, taxi cabs, hotels, and everyone treated me with kindness and respect.
Ooh, hey. Thank you. Thanks. Ooh. Check them out.
And all of the vendors, and it's a big touristy city. So a lot of the vendors, and I went to a lot of tourist sites, La Sagrada, Família, the market, La Boqueria, walked Las Ramblas, and went to Parc Güell. So I went to a lot of places, and just about all of the people that work in these places do speak English as well. They were all very kind. And so I didn't feel like my skin color had any negative impact whatsoever. People just wanted to sell their products, their food or their tickets, and they just wanted to sell it. And English is like a universal business language there. What I did notice, sometimes I would wake up early and I'd walk around by myself. And what I did notice, what kind of struck me was, people seemed to pretty much ignore me. Yeah, they had no interest in looking at me or what I was doing. Sometimes people would look, I'd be walking around filming with my cell phone, so people would look a little bit at that. But for the most part, I felt pretty much invisible walking around Barcelona and different parts of Spain. When I'm by myself, I just felt people were doing their own thing. And when I'd walk around in, say, particular Barcelona, there would be some young immigrant men, and these men, they looked like they were from Africa, different parts of Africa. They were dark skinned like me. And some of them were selling counterfeit purses and sneakers on like real fancy streets, such as Passeig de Gràcia. And on that street, they have lots of luxury stores. They got the Hugo Boss, and they got the Ralph Lauren, and they got the Tiffany jewelry. So they got a lot of luxury stores there. And these young men, they're on the streets, they're selling their stuff. And even on Las Ramblas, they were somewhere there selling counterfeit goods on a blanket. The blanket has a string on it. And that string is to easily pull up the goods in case police try to stop them from doing what they're doing. So the impression that I got from a lot of the people there, a lot of the population, was if they see a young black male, they pretty much assume that this is an immigrant without much social status or without much money. So that was kind of like the feeling that I got from the population. However, when I'd walk around Spain with my beautiful female friend, she's from Europe, so when she and I would be walking around, I started to get a lot of attention. I got attention from men and women. So when I'm walking by myself, I was ignored. When I walk around with her, a lot of people were looking. It seemed unusual to them. They were curious. Like, okay, here's a relatively clean-cut black man and a white woman, and they're walking around enjoying the vacation. That seemed odd to a lot of people. And I remember one guy, an older man in Malaga, he just stopped in his tracks and looked and stared at us as we were walking by. He just kept looking, staring at us. It's like we dropped from outer space. But everywhere we went, everyone was kind and civil and peaceful. It was very, very accommodating, very, very nice restaurants, historic sites, La Sagrada Familia, like I said, went to beaches, hotels, apartments, all places was treated with a lot of respect, a lot of kindness, lots and lots and lots. So Why do I think that was? I think mostly because I'm an English speaker and I'm from the United States. You know, I was visiting from the United States. And with that, and at the time, you know, being in a position to travel and to spend money, it boosts one's confidence and sense of ease. And the people in these cities can see that, like, oh, this person is relaxed and happy. And I guess I came off as not so much of a threat. People could just see, like, oh, something's different. This guy's enjoying life. And I could say it was really nice treatment. And I think it was primarily because of nationality. Had I been me being the exact same person, but if I was, say, from an African country and I didn't speak English, I think I would be treated not so well. But yeah, so I think nationality played a bigger role. And I definitely love being in Spain. My goal is to live 2 to 3 months out of the year in Spain, particularly in Barcelona, but other parts as well. 3 months in Brazil, and 6 months out of the year in the United States. So that's some future plan of mine. Live 3 places, live in Spain, Brazil, and the United States, a few months out of the year. So let me know what you think about this video, this topic. And also let me know if you'd like to hear me talk about my thoughts on nationality versus colorism in Brazil, in Paris, Berlin, or Morocco. There are some other places that I visited. And you know, each of those different places, different observations of skin color versus nationality. Let me know your thoughts and if you would like to hear about anything like that. And let me know your experience with the topic of nationality versus colorism while traveling abroad. So yeah, please like and subscribe.